Hello everyone, it's Amy and I am here to show you how to do a cardboard storage box for distress inks. Irene asked me if she could make the same type boxes out of cardboard. I hadn't really tried it before. I tried some storage boxes out of cardboard, but there's different things that you have to do and it's still not quite as sturdy as the foam core. But you have to start out with, make sure that your corrugation in your cardboard is quite thick. You want a heavy cardboard with this width. It's the width that you're looking for because that way you can make your shelves out of it. So what I have done, this is the storage box and it's not completely put together yet, and I think I'll come back and decorate it maybe later with you. But what I did was I made U-shaped supports to hold the distress inks. That's big enough. Here's the distress ink, and that's big enough to hold it. And the reason that I did that is because had we just gone back across and up the front, it's not quite wide enough or strong enough to hold that shelf up. The shelf would wind up giving way. So by doing this with putting the extra support and making the U just makes it so easy. By making the extra support in the middle, that makes the shelves a lot stronger. And what I will do is I will put masking tape on these to tape them together before I decorate it, tape them to the sides, and I will put glue right down the back for when I put those back in there to glue them all in. And then it's just a cardboard shelf to fit the size of the box. And I did make these, the supports here, 1.5 inches. I figured that was a good enough size to put your distress stain in there and just enough room to get your fingers in there to grab a hold of it and get it out so that you're not fighting with it, trying to get it out once you got it in there. So there's a few tips on how to make the shelves and how to make the supports. And the main thing is when you are making the supports, these supports are bent like this to make our U. It's the easiest way to make them. And so when you're cutting your cardboard to make those supports, you need to make sure that you cut the cardboard with the corrugation running up and down or north and south. If you cut it with the corrugation going sideways, see, this bends really easy. You can bend it at any one of those spots, wherever it is that you need to bend it. Oh, I need to bend it right there. Oh, there you go. So, but if you were to cut the cardboard with the lines going across, you try and bend that, and it doesn't want to bend straight. Now you can put, you know, a straight edge on there to bend it around, but it still doesn't want to bend real straight. It doesn't bend well. So the only really good bend is, this is the bend that came at the corner of the box. But any bend you try and make is not, see, just trying to bend it, it just automatically wants to bend on an angle. So always make sure for the shelf, for the supports to hold the shelf, that your corrugation goes up and down so it's easy to bend. And then for the shelves, make sure that your corrugation runs across the shelf. That gives it more support because those are running across here. They are sitting on the supports, and you know, that makes it really sturdy going that way. But if you cut your shelf with the corrugation running front to back, especially sitting on those supports, it's going to be sitting on the supports, and anything heavy would make it want to start sagging. You got a support on each side, but it can bend so easily. So on the shelf, side to side, and on the supports for the shelves, up and down. And that's really the only tip that you need. Just decide what size you want to make it, and make sure that you put a center support in. I wouldn't make this for anything that is really, really heavy. And I wouldn't make it for anything that had to be real large, where you couldn't have your supports fairly close together. So I mean, this is how you make the storage box out of cardboard. It does work, and I just thought I would come on and show you how to do that. And maybe later on this afternoon or tomorrow, I'll come back and I'll decorate it. So I can show you how I decorate. Of course, I never really decorate most of them the same way, but we'll see how I do this one. Thank you all for watching. Just wanted to give you some tips. This is my distress ink storage box made out of cardboard. I do hope you like it. Thank you for watching and have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.